Yes, sir, Ski. You tuned in to another edition of Infinite Vibes, provided by Taste and powered by Dash Radio. I'm Moran, the man. My lovely co-host DJ B-Lax is in the building as well.
We here, baby.
Absolutely, we are here, and this is one of those types of moments where, as a DJ, as media personalities, we get to bring our listeners a new artist who is doing her thing. Please introduce yourself to our listeners, ma'am.
What's up, y'all? It's DSTNI. I'm a 23-year-old full-time artist coming straight out of South Side of Atlanta.
Hey,
full time.
Southside in the building.
That part.
Yeah, I've been moving around Atlanta, just doing my thing, just moving around the city and building a name for myself, basically.
Okay.
So that's what I'm on right now.
You seem very excited to say full time. Like, how did you get there?
Full-time artist.
Yeah, because it's hard out here. You got to get the money somehow,
Absolutely,
all different
absolutely.
ways.
Full-time artist. So I came from being I would say just a regular girl. I wasn't, I had to transition to a certain lifestyle that I'm in now, thank God for my team.
Right.
So I came from just being a regular girl. I've always rapped, though. I've been rapping since I was 6 years old. I've always been writing. I started doing freestyles and stuff in high school.
That part.
I graduated in 2016, so that was a little minute ago. I started doing freestyles, challenges, and stuff, but I never really knew the ins and outs of being an actual artist,
Right.
and being an actual recording artist. So I had never recorded till last year, August. That was my first time ever recording, and ever since I started recording, it's been nonstop.
That's what's up.
My team is I have an awesome team, so they've just been pushing me. We've went through a whole process of artist development.
Yeah.
So
Who's your team?
I have my publicist, Taylor.
Hey, shout out to
Taylor.
Taylor. Because Taylor's actually the person that actually brought you to my attention. And I can say, if Taylor's behind you, you in good hands.
Right,
For sure. We
that
can
part.
definitely co-sign that.
Period. Don't play with Taylor.
Don't play with her. So, just talk to us about, life. Because, of course, you just jump right into the music industry. But our listeners would like to get to know Destiny. So, our listeners want to get to know you. So, what was it that really made you say you wanted to start rapping from the beginning?
Well, I've always just been really talented. Not to just blow my head up, but I've always been really talented since I was little. I just always been a star in the family. Going to birthday parties, I would always win the competitions. In school, I would always be in every activity you could think of. I was a dancer. So at first, I was dancing. I thought I was just gonna be this big old dancer. Went to college for dancing after I graduated and everything.
You went to Southern?
Yep.
So that's crazy. That's how I got a win of you, because I manage an artist by Brendan G. That's my artist. Yeah.
For real?
And he had you on his show.
Brendan.
Yeah. So he was one of the drum agents. Yeah.
Yes, I love Brendan
Small
and
world.
Maya.
Very
Okay.
small world.
So I went to Southern for the Dancing Dolls, and that just, I guess, God control everything. So that wasn't it. But I had already been rapping. I still was rapping in college too, but I was not being serious with it, as I would
Right.
say. When I came back, I was just working, 9 to 5, just doing what I do. But I always would rap, and I started freestyling. I've been freestyling, but I started recording and putting it on. We have these social media outlets now, Instagram. So I did a bunch of freestyles that would go viral, but they wouldn't go skyrocket viral. They would just be viral in the city.
That part.
Right.
So the first freestyle I ever did that went actual viral, big, was I did Emotionally Scarred, and this was in I think this was early last year, in February. I did Emotionally Scarred, and it went crazy. Lil Baby reposted it and everything.
Yeah.
One of my
That's
favorite
hard.
rappers.
Oh, but she started pushing. Look at that.
So that was big. So I just kept okay, hold on, wait.
Right.
I've been knew that I could do it, but it's okay, now people really put on. So I just kept dropping freestyles. I went through a couple managers. People didn't know what to do with me though.
Right.
They knew the talent was there, but they didn't know what they was doing. So I was just trusting certain people, and they wasn't putting me in the right position to win. It's kind of
Right.
they wanted more out of it than me. So
That part.
I finally ran into a mutual friend of mine. They introduced me to somebody that is formerly my manager now, Jamal
Okay,
Terrence.
shout out to
So
Jamal.
he's my manager now, and once I met him, he just completely just fell in love with, most importantly, my talent. So he just seen the bigger vision just from the first day he ever met me.
Right.
From hearing me rap, he made me rap the first day I ever met him in front of him, and ever since I met him, he just been putting me indoors, just meeting people. I've been networking and building relationships and meeting DJs. I've been in and out of clubs. I've been performing at stuff people work years and years hard to perform in. And
Right.
I was opening up for certain people, just meeting a lot of people. So I'm just thankful.
You met somebody that was serious about you, like how you are, how you were serious about
Mm-hmm.
your talent. Because at the end of the day, it's like you could be the one putting in the effort, but if
Mhm.
nobody else
That's
around
just-
you doing it,
It's
it's
kind of
like,
like
yeah, you can't do this
you
shit
know
by
what I'm saying? You-
yourself.
You need people that are gonna push you more than you're gonna push yourself.
Right.
That
almost.
part.
And that's what I got right now. So that's a blessing.
So I gotta ask, cause and I mean this, in the most professional way
Mhm.
possible. You're attractive. You got it going on. Have
Thank
you
you.
been in scenarios within the industry where you feel like maybe people approached you and they had other things in mind, like they weren't trying to really be serious? They might have been trying to use this industry as a way to finesse you to get other things.
I mean, that's just come with it. Like thank God, I've never really been in because I represent being an alpha woman, so I intimidate a lot of men off top, just how I carry myself. So 9 times out of 10, when I go in there, I'm not about to come in there and play and flirt with you. And if that's what I feel like you want, we're not even finna continue doing business. You
That
know what I'm
part.
saying?
Yeah.
So, but I never really been put in a position where like you gonna do this for me. Like I can't say I've really been in that. Like I think people really dig my vibe. Of course, in their head, they probably want to do something with me, but just me as a person, how I just hold myself up, they don't really they ain't tried it.
That's
But
good.
I know they
Right.
want to try it, but they ain't tried it. They really just be trying to work for it. Like, shawty hard. Like, ain't even trying to do nothing with her.
Dope.
So with your development though, you got this melodic like flow about yourself. You rap, but it got like it's something you can sing along to at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what was the inspiration behind that flow in particular?
Melodic. Okay.
Cause you don't sound like nobody.
Right.
You definitely don't sound. You definitely do have your own sound.
Thank you. So, like I said, I was recording for the first time ever last year in August. I had a hard time at first because I never made a song. I was just only freestyling. So I was going through this whole phase of trying to figure out my sound.
Mm-hmm.
So melodic kind of came from like I write all my music. So I be kind of depending on the beat, I kind of vibe. It's really me vibing. I don't really know where the melodic come from because I can't sing. I could probably harmonize, but
So
I
you
can't
don't know where
sing.
the melodic comes from.
It just flow. It just be like
You
like,
just
I
flow.
just
Right.
I
You
just be
go
with
with
it,
the flow.
and it's like I could be hard body in my music too, and just go straight drill.
that
Right.
part.
You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people love the melodic sound. I
That's
don't know why,
amazing.
but
Because you
a lot
make
of
good
people love
music.
it.
So
Thank you.
due to the fact that you do make good music, we actually have a segment that B-Lex brought to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Let her know what it is,
Yeah.
B-Lex.
We got to know. Like that's the new segment. We want to dive deep into your lyric, a
Mm-hmm.
4-bar, just to see like what was your meaning behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and you got the new record, Fuck How You Feel.
Mhm.
Shout out to the record.
Thank
you.
That's a dope record.
Thank you.
I'm gonna just say the 4-bar and you just let me know, how you feel about that.
Okay.
It was me who's seeing all the potential. They gonna tell you that they gonna tell you they down, but them niggas ain't down. They just telling these bitches they with you.
Woof. That's deep. So me, when I heard it, I'm like, are you talking about a friend who betrayed you or a dude that broke your heart?
From that, it was me, because when I made this song, I swear, I made this song, y'all, when I was on the top of a roof, and I was just looking at the whole view of Atlanta. So it was kind of like, I'm really looking at myself a lot of times. I'm not listening to what nobody else got to tell me. That's why the song is called Fuck How You Feel, because I really don't care how nobody feel about me. So they gonna tell you they down, but them niggas ain't down. They just telling these bitches they with you. So it was kind of like a perspective of like, them niggas ain't really down with you. They just gonna tell these bitches they is, just so they could look like they is almost.
Right.
But it's really like people don't be down for you, for real. That's where that came about.
They
Like,
put on gimmicks.
they just gonna tell you because these bitches around it, they with you, but they ain't really with you. So that's how I came up with that.
We in the industry, so it's very like
That part.
normal for situations like that. People just fuck
Right,
with you
like,
for the benefit.
Right, like I'm gonna tell these folks I'm fucking with you, and just so I could be in a mix if I'm really not fucking with you on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything. People are very, very. That song hit different for
I
me,
like
just
it.
personally.
Yeah.
It's a
Thank
dope
you.
record.
That
Yeah.
part.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a dope. Hopefully you fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully,
I am. I
You
love
are?
y'all vibe.
Okay,
Y'all make me feel so
cool.
comfortable.
Hopefully you fucking with us. 'Cause,
Yes.
Okay, cool.
course.
So, talk to us about some of your goals within the industry. You have any dream collaborations? Anybody that you just got to work with before it's all said and done?
Somebody that I gotta work with. Y'all, I love Janae Aiko.
Ooh, she's
I
so
always
fine.
say this, and I just would love to make a record with her. Of course, like all the Atlanta people, but you gotta think outside of the box. That's typical. Like that ain't nothing to like get featured from somebody in Atlanta. You gotta think further than that. Like people like Doja Cat.
Okay.
I love to do a feature with her. Man Wise, of course, Lil Baby, Young Thug.
Okay.
Who else? A bunch of people I want to collab with.
It's too many.
It's too many. Like I would want to collab with everybody before. Like I'm trying to run longevity. I'm trying to go far, but like that's why I'm really mainly focused on creating my own music because you don't want to burn out like yourself so early. Like feature here, feature here, feature here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you want to make me seem like, damn, it took her this long, and then she got to feature with this person.
Right.
She got to feature with this person. You gotta let your music live. Yeah, as far as goals, like I plan to be on bigger platforms and like brand endorsements, like not only music. Like I'm trying to make my name like Destiny and bold. I want to see it on billboards. I want to tour. I'm going to tour.
Yeah, Target. Yeah, speak
I'm gonna
that
tour
life.
internationally. Yeah, and people are gonna love me just for who I am and just my story and how they can relate to me. People gonna love my music because it's just authentic and it's original. I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. Like I promise you, I'm not. Like, so I think that's the main goal is just to really touch people. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to affect people in a good way, and like, cause a lot of people they be sending me DMs like, you help me with this. Like my song Ain't Used to Shit, my first single that I dropped. That's a song about niggas ain't being used to shit, and people telling me that's boosting their confidence and that helped them in a relationship and that helped them leave somebody because, they feel confident now and stuff like that. So I'm really into like touching people and really sending everybody a positive message from my music.
That's real. That's what it's about.
Absolutely, that is what it's about.
I like that.
Absolutely,
I'm
like
not
that.
trying to live in a hype. Of course, like. I love glitz and glamour and being around, but I'm really just my own person. I be chilling. I be sometimes getting in trouble because I don't want to be in the mix so bad. And no, you gotta go out. You gotta be in the club. And so I go be in the club and I interact with everybody. But when I leave, baby, I got to go. I'm going home.
Dog. Well, Destiny, you good with us.
I know, right?
You good with us, Destiny. We rocking
Thank
with
you.
you. We fucking with you. Thank you so much for taking the time out your life to come to Infinite Vibes.
Thank
but before we
y'all.
skedaddle, we always like to end our interviews with positive words of affirmation. So what is some advice that Destiny can provide to anybody on they come up?
On they come up, my main thing I would say is be an opportunist. Like, never turn down no opportunity, like whatever it is. I don't care if whoever told you to get up and go downstairs because somebody might be down there. Like, get up and go downstairs. Like, don't, like, turn every no into a yes because that's something I had a hard time doing. Sometimes I could be negative and I could tear my own self down just out of, like, fear. So I would say be an opportunist. Don't let fear get in the way of nothing. Like, you could do whatever you put your mind to. Like, that's the main thing everybody say, but it's an honest statement. Like, you could do whatever. Like, just go out there and just be open to everything. That's the main thing I would say, especially if you want to come up.
That part.
That's real. That's some good development.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and on behalf of us, because what I'm saying, we rock with you. We want to see you make it. We have a gift for you.
Yes, sir.
From our sponsor. We got your own Chaotic
my
Album.
God.
Yes, from our sponsor.
You're going to be recording all the time.
Yes, you about to be going crazy.
Hey, I appreciate y'all so
And it matches your outfit.
Oh, I
God,
know,
this
right?
is so cute. I gotta take a picture with this. Thank y'all.
Oh, you got some
so
weird.
much.
Yeah.
This is lit. I ain't even playing. Like, I ain't even playing. Thank y'all. Thank you.
You welcome. You welcome. And for our listeners out there, we're gonna take a break. And she's going to come back with some bars. But before we can do that, please give our listeners your social media. Let them know how they can get in contact with you and introduce this record for our listeners.
Okay, y'all. So y'all can follow me on Instagram. Actually, all my socials at It's Destiny, ITSDSTNI. Make sure you go stream my new single, Fuck How You Feel, on all platforms. Also stream my first single, Ain't Used to Shit, on all platforms. If you want any booking information, it's in my bio. Yeah, so make sure y'all follow me on all the social outlets.
Absolutely. Destiny is in the building. And then we finna come back with some bars. Infinite Vibes, Taste, Dash Radio. Turn us up. Let's go.
Period.